Hey, what's going on, folks? So we got another out of the box topic, and we're covering your life as a concubine. Now, to be honest with you, this actually got my attention a while ago when I was covering Apothecary Diaries. I did like history of China, history of the world, and at some point it set me down an interesting rabbit hole of why it sucked to be a medieval nun, your life as a concubine, your life as a holy prostitute, why it sucks to be a wet nurse, why it sucks to be a brothel boy, your life as a comfort woman. These things all got my attention. Why we pranked America's most racist town. We're actually not going to do that one. I found that some of those will actually start flagging my account in a different category, and I was like, why? I was just curious of what's going on over here. So anyways, let me know. I'll hold you guys up. If you guys got dope content to recommend, I want you guys to know I'm not just trying to stay in a particular box when it comes to things like this. I have a wide variety of things that will pique my interest and get my attention. I'm just one of those kinds of people. Anyways, let's jump into today's video.
You're 12 years old, playing
Poor
barefoot
thing.
in dirt outside your family
Mau Mau.
shack in Ming Dynasty, China, 1570, when a black lacquered carriage pulls up.
Just
Man
like
in
that.
silk robe steps out, face like stone, eyes like a butcher scanning the meat aisle. He's here for you. He doesn't ask. He inspects your teeth, your feet, your skin, like your livestock on sale day. Then he tosses your father a sack of silver, and just
Gone.
like that, you're gone.
That's
So,
crazy.
Not as a bride, not even as a servant.
I'm surprised that he handed the dad a bag of money. I thought it was like, yo, the emperor just needs you.
But as a concubine.
12 years old.
Sobs fade as the cart rattles away, her face blurred by tears and dust. You're 12, barely old enough to braid
12.
your own hair, and now you're cargo, headed for the Forbidden City. The air stinks of sweat and horse dung, and your stomach churns, not just from hunger, but from the rumors you've heard.
Yo, the headphones, fam?
Of sweat and horse dung, and your stomach churns, not just from hunger,
Wow.
but from the rumors you've heard. Girls like you don't come back.
Nah.
You arrive at a towering gate, red as blood, where eunuchs with cold eyes herd you like livestock. Stripped naked, you stand shivering as they poke and prod, teeth, skin, and feet. One girl's sent home for a crooked nose. Another's kept because her feet are small enough to bind. Yeah, foot binding. They crush your bones into lotus shapes so you to bind. Yeah, foot binding. They crush your bones into lotus shapes so you'll hobble prettily for the emperor. Sounds fun, right? Wrong.
So, you know, it's kind of crazy. Like, they look so nasty, but they never take their shoes off, so the emperor doesn't have to look at those toes. Because that is gross.
It's torture that'll leave you screaming for weeks. You pass the inspection.
Weeks.
Barely. Now you're in the harem, a maze of silk walls and whispered threats. Older concubines
That
beware,
sucks.
their eyes sharp as knives. They're not your friends, they're your rivals.
Uh-huh.
They'd sell their own kids to keep their spot in the emperor's bed.
Yeah.
Your first job? Serve tea to a senior consort who slaps you for pouring too slow. Your cheek stings, but crying's a luxury you can't afford. The rules are simple. Obey, charm, survive.
Obey,
Slip up and
charm,
you're out of a
survive.
job. Nope, you're dead. Maybe starved.
Wait. You don't.
Maybe tortured in the worst possible way. A girl next to you whispers about a
Effed.
concubine who spilled wine on a noble. She vanished.
Dead. Completely gone.
Rumors say she's buried under the palace floor. You're learning this.
Yo, how was it? She spilled drink.
worst possible
Dead.
way. A girl next to you whispers about a concubine who spilled wine on a noble. She
Yep.
vanished. Rumors say she's buried under the palace floor. You're learning
Nobles.
this fast. This isn't a palace. It's a battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
You're armed with nothing but your face. A year has passed, and you're 13 now, trapped in the Forbidden City's inner court. A prison draped in silk. The walls shimmer with gold.
I like
The
that.
air's
Not that I like that. I like the description. It's a prison wrapped in silk, fam. Sometimes you find yourself in the prison of luxury and you don't even know it. Yo, real off topic, but kind of on topic. When I used to be 100% reliant on real estate, I couldn't dress a certain way. I couldn't drive the particular car I wanted to drive. I couldn't speak a certain way. I couldn't publicly have a particular stance. I had to smile at people I don't like. There's so much things. I had to drop, whatever I'm doing on the weekends. And it's like, I got big real estate commission checks, but I honestly felt like I just wasn't free. And it's like, oh, what a complaint, first world problems. And it's like, yeah, that's why I said it's a luxurious prison. It's a prison of luxury. A lot of people don't get like the way human nature is. So like humans get content in whatever their situation is, particularly when you don't have a mature, developed mind. So let's just say you don't have a mature, developed mind that can be content in its scenario. You have an uneducated mind. It's weak, it's feeble. So you can find yourself in a situation that's highly desirable as far as other people are concerned, but you get content in it rather fast. And then small little things will ruin your day, greatly inconvenience you. Okay. So you feel like you are, you know, like in a captive mode or a captive state. But you're wise enough to know that you wouldn't go back. You understand that you'd rather be exactly where you are, which again puts in the trap further, because it's like you're not happy with your situation, but you also don't want to go back to being broke, right? So you can't go back to whatever you were doing before you got the bag, right? So you're trapped. All it is no matter how much money you have, there's other people. I'm not talking about these super billionaires. I'm just talking about, you know, a relatively person that, you know, has a good life. But like, no matter how successful you are, if you're not successful doing what you want to do, you're going to feel trapped. Inevitable. No matter how nice your AC is or the food that's on your table, you're just going to feel trapped because it's not where you want to be. End of story. That's why somebody could be the governor of Florida and still feel trapped because they can't reach the presidency and they can't go back and face their people. A failure, everyone's going to chastise them. So they're stuck having to propel themselves forward. And sometimes if certain people's careers are destroyed, it can just free them. I remember losing a job that was very important to me at the time, but it was liberating. That's why I jumped into real estate, and that's why I'm doing content creation. Went off on a tangent, but I like that particular line. I just wanted you to know why it stood out to me.
With jasmine and fear. The walls shimmer with gold, but the air's thick with jasmine and fear. You limp on bound feet, each step a knife in your bones, because beauty means pain. And pain means you're still alive. Your days start before dawn, scrubbing floors for senior consorts who sneer like you're a roach in their rice. Your job, make them look good while staying invisible. Pour tea too slow and a bamboo rod cracks your knuckles. Spill a drop and you're locked in a closet with no food for a day. Starvation's a great teacher, apparently. The Emperor's bed is the prize, and every girl here's playing a deadly game to get to it. You're taught to smile, bow, and flutter your fan like it's a weapon. But the real battlefield is the whispers. That girl with the jade hairpin, she spread a rumor you stole a noble's queen. Now you're scrubbing your dreams while she bats her eyes at the Emperor. May slips you a warning. Trust no one. They'll drown you in silk to climb higher. Drown you in silk. Last week, a girl was caught flirting with a guard. Eunuchs dragged her out, her screams fading into the moat. They say the carp ate well that night. The big break comes when a senior consort picks you to serve at a banquet. You're dolled up in silk that costs more than your village, but it's a leash, not a reward. It's a leash. Wine for a noble, his leering grin sour with rice liquor, his hand grazing your wrist. Your skin crawls, but you can't flinch. The Emperor's mother, face carved from stone, watches from her throne, her gaze a blade at your throat. One wrong move, a tremble, a drop, a glance too bold, and you're not just dismissed, you're erased. Your hands shake, wine sloshing dangerously close to the cup's rim. The noble chuckles, low and cruel, as sweat beads under your powdered face. You set the cup down, fan fluttering to hide your panic, and step back. Silence. The consort nods. Yo, I'm in absolute tension. I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen to her? Useless, she growls. A lifeline in this viper's nest. Then the gong sounds, deep as a death knell. The Emperor's coming tonight. Your pulse roars like a war drum, drowning out the banquet's clatter. If he chooses you, a son could lift you to consort status. If he doesn't, you're chaff for the next purge, like the hundreds starved last year. You're carried to his chamber on a palanquin, bound feet useless, silk curtains swaying like a shroud. The doors creak shut, sealing you with a man whose whim is law. His shadow looms, eyes glinting like a predator. It's not the Emperor. You kneel, heart choking your throat, fan forgotten. His voice is soft, it is the Emperor. And it's a blade wrapped in velvet. Please me, or you'll wish you hadn't. You force a smile, every nerve screaming, as he steps closer. Failure's not just shame, it's a one-way trip to the moat. You survive the night, but the cost lingers in your trembling hands, your reflection a stranger's. By 15, you're a ghost who's learned the harem's code. Charm the emperor, sidestep the consort's daggers, and pray you don't end up like the girl who slipped from a balcony last month. Her silk scarf fluttering down like a broken wing.
Oh
Survival's
man,
your only art.
his descriptions are very, very good.
You're painting it in blood. You're 16, and the Forbidden City's harem has carved you into something sharp, like a blade forged in fear. Your bound feet ache. Your smile's a mask.
Poor girl.
Your eyes miss nothing. You've learned to dodge the consort's venomous glares and slip past their traps, but every day's a tightrope walk over a pit of snakes. The Emperor's noticed you. Once. He called your name, and for a fleeting moment, you felt like more than a ghost in silk.
Now you want it
you're
again.
Pregnant.
Ooh,
Jackpot, right? Wrong.
50-50.
A baby's your ticket to consort status, but it's also a target on your back. That Jade Hairpin girl, now a consort herself, spreads a rumor you poisoned her tea. You didn't, but truth's a luxury nobody cares about here. You're hauled before the Emperor's mother, her face cold as a tombstone. Prove your loyalty, she hisses.
Prove it!
Or join the ghosts under the palace.
She's
Your heart's
pregnant.
a hammer in your chest, but you bow, voice steady, and swear your innocence. A eunuch's whip hovers, ready to tear your skin if you flinch. By some miracle, a servant vouches for you. She saw you pour the tea, clean. You're spared, but the message is clear. You're one lie away from a noose. You give birth to a son.
That's a boy.
Buzzes like a kicked hound.
Oh, good job.
Male
I'm
heir
really
can make you
invested.
Untouchable.
I'm really invested.
Son, and the palace buzzes like a kicked hound.
Now you gotta keep this boy alive.
A male heir could make you untouchable, but it paints a bullseye on your baby's tiny head.
Yep.
You cradle him in secret, whispering promises you can't keep, while rumors swirl of consorts slipping poison into cradles. Sleep's a stranger now. You jolt awake at every creak, expecting a knife. The Emperor summons you again, and you're carried to his chamber, silk curtains swallowing you like a grave.
This is exactly the kind of stuff I was talking about, and their depiction is way better than my first world depiction. Again, I think most women in the kingdom would still prefer, I shouldn't say most, I really shouldn't say most. A lot of women in the kingdom would still prefer to be in her position close to the emperor. A lot of them would want this. And I know they talk about killing people and stuff like that, but I don't know how much of the ones that, like her, the woman, like the one that we're following, in her position, if she could just get out of it, I don't know if she would, because as much as her son has a target on him, she might want him to take the throne too. And she really can't let go of her ambition at this part of the stage, especially since between her ambition and survival became one. Like, she's doing this to survive. She was taken against her will, but she develops real ambition in the situation, right? So now she's ambitious as a result of her survival instinct, and then it's over. That happens to a lot of us.
You charm him, fan fluttering.
This is just like something that you could easily sympathize with. Poor girl.
Curtains swallowing you like a grave. You charm him, fan fluttering, voice soft as moonlight, and he smiles. You're named a low-ranking consort. Congratulations, you've climbed one rung in hell, but the higher you rise, the harder
Consort.
they push to make you fall. May, your only ally, warns you of a plot. The Jade Hairpin consorts bribed a eunuch to frame you for treason. Treason means execution. Not just you, but your son.
What?
Fast.
Why they executing the son? Yo, this man could have wrote a drama.
Gold hairpin to a loyal maid who exposes the plot. The Jade Hairpin girl's dragged away, her screams echoing through the palace. You win this round, but at what cost? Your hands shake as you hold your son, knowing every victory makes you more enemies.
Yes.
By 18, you're a survivor, a chess piece who's learned the board. But the game never ends.
Nope.
A new girl arrives, younger, prettier, her eyes hungry for your spot.
Now you gotta crush her.
The Emperor's gaze shifts. Your son's your only shield, but even that's not enough when a plague sweeps the palace. You hear whispers of a purge. Too many concubines, not enough rice. Last time, hundreds starved. You clutch your son tighter, praying you're not next. Survival's your crown, but it's forged in blood. And it's
Forged
heavier
in
than you
blood.
ever imagined.
Yeah.
You're 22. Your son now a toddling target in a palace that chews up hope and spits out bones. You've dodged knives, both steel and whispered.
We've.
Where's heavier now? thick with plague and panic.
See how she started off as an innocent girl who was taken against her will? Now she had to survive in this scenario, and she's probably going to dish out or perpetrate exactly what has happened to her, and the cycle continues.
The Emperor's sick, the court's a mess, and whispers of a purge slither through the silk curtains. Your name's
And you have
on
a
the
toddler
list.
son.
You feel it in your gut. Then it happens. A rival consort, that viper with the pearl earrings, accuses you of cursing the Emperor's health. Witchcraft. The word's a death sentence. You're dragged to a stone courtyard.
Again?
Moonlight glinting off the
Again?
executioner's blade. Your son's screams echo from the nursery as you're forced to your knees, bound feet throbbing like a second heartbeat.
Oh
The
my
Emperor's
God.
mother looms.
Her
Her
again?
voice, ice. Confess, or your boy joins you in the dirt. Your throat's dry as ash.
She
You
has to
spit out of
confess?
denial, praying your loyal maid can pull strings.
No.
The blade hovers.
No, this
cold
can't be
air
it for
hits your
her.
neck. Then a shout. Your maid bursts in, clutching a stolen letter proving the pearl earring consort's lie. She bribed a eunuch to plant herbs in your room, framing you. The Emperor's mother pauses, eyes narrowing. The blade drops, not on you, but on your accuser.
On the
The
accuser?
screams cut short, blood pooling like spilled ink. You're spared, but your son's not safe. You smuggle him to a distant cousin, a risky move that could cost you everything. The plague worsens, and you're coughing now, lungs burning like they're full of embers.
Oh, you're going
College
to
doctors
die.
Don't bother with concubines. By 25, your body's breaking, bound feet infected, joints aching from years of
Ah.
kneeling, lungs scarred from disease. You're no longer the Emperor's favorite. A new girl's taking your place.
Of course.
Laughter echoing where yours once did. But you've left a mark. Your son's alive, hidden, maybe free. You've trained
Maybe
younger
free.
girls, teaching them to survive the harem's claws, passing on your hard-won tricks. As you lie on a threadbare mat, fever eating you alive,
That's
house
sad.
roars on. Silk rustling, knives sharpening. You were never just a concubine. You were a spark in a dynasty's flame. A shadow that outwitted death until it came knocking. Your last breath slips out, but your son carries your fight. A flicker of hope in a world that tried.
A flicker of hope.
So you outwitted the harem's deadly claws. Click the card now or miss the cutthroat secrets of your life as a geisha. One wrong move in a tea ceremony could cost you your life.
I like it because it's not just like how to do something, which I thought it was. I thought it was going to like explain to me like life as a concubine, but it was a story of a girl for me to understand how life can go, giving me not all, but a lot of the context I would need to know for various scenarios. And that was pretty dope. So I just saw something about Japan. Why you wouldn't survive feudal Japan? That's actually an interesting one. All right. But no, that was a dope video, man. I don't think I have to add too much at the end because I added a lot in the middle. But it's crazy, man. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, if you guys like this, obviously, we'll post more of it. Your subscriptions help me understand which videos you like covered more, which niches you guys like covered more. Make sure you guys suggest things and include links. And you guys comment what parts of the video stood out to you, what parts of my remarks stood out to you. I love to hear from you guys. Guys, until the next one, you know who I am. I'm YaBoyRocklee. Peace.
And I couldn't stop at just one channel. Consider subscribing to the subsidiary channels for YaBoyRocklee, found in the description of this video. Thank you.